That's new.
That was
And,
new.
right? Welcome to another wonderful edition of Fandom Friday.
Yep.
We do apologize for a little late start. If it wasn't for technical difficulties, we would not be radio. Um, First and foremost, we were supposed to launch our magazine tonight, but again, technical difficulties. If I send the link, it's going to tell you it's broken because it is a broken link. I have somebody working on it as soon as the link is fixed because I am not retyping anything.
Can't blame you.
I'm not going to redo the whole thing. It will launch and I should. Hey, Denise, you lurking there. You see my cat lurking as well
Yes.
behind me? Mr. Wanho.
Yep.
Mr. Wanho. That's one of his new favorite spots because, of course, I rearranged again. If you knew me, that's all I do, always. Always rearranging. That is a printer, which I wish he would not get on, but he likes to be up there. And it gets him away from the baby. So, and there's shadows on the wall. What else do we? First things first. K-Sue, July 26th. Pre-orders started less than 24 hours ago.
Yep.
And we're already over 30,000 copies. I told y'all save your pennies. Keep saving them. We ain't done yet.
Oh no, we're not, are we?
We ain't done yet. It's going to be a fun year being XOL.
Yep.
Speaking of XOLs,
Yes.
I avoid my timeline for a reason. I avoid Twitter timeline for a reason. For tweets like I seen today. Degrading SM stands
Yeah.
by XOLs. I'm going to say this once again, and I'm only going to say it once again. If it was not for SM Entertainment, there would be no XO. Just because you do not like SM Entertainment does not mean you have to be toxic against other groups that are not XO. If XO was as active as they used to be before military services, they would come on social media and tell you themselves to stop.
You know, Kai has done this on Bubble. If you remember last month, there was a lot of infighting going on after the album dropped. And he put up there, why are you fighting?
Yeah, they know, they see it, they hear about it. You got to just stop. I mean, it's useless. It's retarded.
Yeah.
And I hate using that word, but that's what it's gotten down to. You guys are fighting over nothing. You're fighting, you're calling out net citizens. Why? Because they're being promoted? Because NCT is being promoted? That has nothing to do with them, nor their fandom.
They also
ASPA fans are getting called names and getting dragged. Why? I know XOs are the first ones to jump on people if anybody drags XO. So I don't know why you guys are doing it to other fandoms. It doesn't make sense to me at all. And now on the flip side of the coin, if you look at trending, right now, XO Got 7 is trending. Why?
And all day, too, from what I've heard.
Yeah. At one point, there was over 2,500 listeners in their Twitter stream.
Mm-hmm.
They had a Twitter stream party of XO and Got 7 music. Over 2,500 listeners. Yep. And people in there chatting. Agases and XOs. It's amazing.
It was beautiful.
This is what we should be doing all the time. With lots and lots of other fandoms. Do you know how many armies I have seen in the last month just saying how great Don't Fight the Feeling is? Not dragging nobody, not trying to start fan wars. And you look under that tweet, and they're still being dragged by complimenting XO. This is what Twitter's become. and it's horrible.
Rebel.
It is horrible. I literally go on Twitter on Friday just so I can see what's going on. I thank God have the admins that keep me kind of up to date on everything going on in the world. And you can ask any one of them. I don't post anything XO in our group chat because I have to stay off the timeline. Everything I post in our group chat comes from other fandoms and from Facebook. I try to stay off Twitter as much as possible. I love the app. I love our fandom, but it's too much sometimes. Way too much. Don't fight the feeling, sextuplet sellers. I don't know what happened to streaming, guys. We're not even getting 200,000 a day. I don't.
Tell you, last weekend, that really hurt. I went last weekend, as you guys know, I went to Comic-Con, and when I left, we had just crossed over, and we had 200,000 views. And then when I got home that evening, we only had 200 more views, 200,000 more views. I was just like, really? Where is everybody? Seriously.
They're all on Twitter complaining about SM instead of streaming. That's what they're doing. They're complaining about everything and under the sun. Do we have scandals in our fan bases? Of course we do. That's what fan bases do. That's why X Radio is not a fan base. I'm going to state that one more time. There are trusted fan bases. You just got to look for them. If you want to know which ones they are, ask us. We'll tell you. We know who they are. We've been here a long time. Yeah, radio's been here 2.5 years, going on a little over 2.5 years. I've been here since 2014. So, yeah, I can tell you who's the trusted fan bases. But we got to stop being just so toxic all the time. Everybody should be enjoying the album. I got my gift today in the mail. It was supposed to be here yesterday. I was mad it wasn't. But I got mine today in the mail. I got my copies. Don't Fight the Feeling. Version 1. Version 2. And as an added bonus, Admin Serena sent me the box. And Admin Joy is frozen, so hopefully she'll unfreeze here soon. Or she will have to drop out and come back. But she is currently frozen. But yeah, guys, don't fight the feeling. I don't know why we're not streaming no more. I don't know what happened. There she is. She's back. Sort of. She's sort of back. I heard her for a second. And she's gone. She'll be back in a second. But we should be streaming. We got to get ready for K-Su to drop. You know, keep streaming. Keep being ready. Hit our playlists. We have playlists on YouTube. We have playlists on Spotify. I know Station Head is all the rage. We will start streaming on Station Head 24 hours a day, starting tomorrow morning. It'll be midnight Korean Standard Time, which is 11 a.m. my time, Eastern Time. We will start streaming 24 hours a day on Station Head as well. That's going to be a challenge. We do not have staff for the 24 hours, but we will figure it out like we always do. We have Kai is everywhere. Airgums. We just can't get enough, right? He is everywhere for us. And Lay's silver hair, if you didn't catch it. You did not catch Lay with his silver hair. I'm not sure. It's amazing.
My hotspot, but I'm sorry, guys. My hotspot went kaput. I used it all up, apparently. So.
Well, you're gonna freeze and unfreeze, so we'll just make the best of it.
I may have to actually restart my iPad this keeps going, is getting really bad.
So, but Lay, if you haven't been paying attention to his series and everything else going on, he does have a song being released in just not very long. And with his silver hair, we know something's coming. So it's going to be, as usual, Lay is amazing and always so busy, but always so caring. If you wondered why I'm a little off this evening, if you are in the U.S. or even pay attention to the U.S. weather, I have a hurricane coming straight for me, and it is Hurricane Elsa. So I'm not sure why you Elsas and your Schumann are taking aim at Florida, but I'm getting prepared. So I have spent today after work making sure I have provisions, because even though Florida has hurricane season every year, June 1st to November 1st, the first one of the season is always a mess in the stores and a mess everywhere. I ordered my water and stuff today, and they were already out. So I will be scrambling this weekend myself, trying to make sure I have everything. That is why I'm a little scatterbrained this evening on making sure we get every point across. I also lost a friend. If you paid attention to the U.S. news, collapse about 3 hours from me. Someone who I have known for the last few years, that was their home, and they lost their life. So I have been in contact with the family, and my prayers and hugs to them. But besides that, we have got a lot of news. 2 p.m.'s come back. If you've watched it, then you're in awe, because 2 p.m. hasn't had a comeback in a while, and they just dropped this like they haven't left. They didn't skip a beat, and it is fantastic. We've also had releases from Yugyeom. We've had releases from Mark and Bam Bam recently. So, GOT7 is still GOT7. Just because they're working, solo, our guys work solo as well, and they are still XO. So just because they are working solo, they are still GOT7. And radio has, in September, we will be working with the GOT7 fan bases at a cup sleeve event. Our shop will be there. Admin Serena will be the one in the booth in Los Angeles, California on September 18th. So get prepared, put it on your calendar. We'll be talking about it. We will be having GOT7 fan bases join us on Fandom Friday. We will be doing radio events. We will be doing a bunch of stuff leading up to the September event. And welcome back again.
Thank you. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
I can now.
Yay. I had to restart
Now
my
I can.
my
You're
iPad.
cutting in and out.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're still cutting in and out.
Hold on.
Can't hear nothing. Can't hear you at all. Okay, so as you see, we have major technical difficulties this evening, which most likely means live is going to be short. Admin Joy, as you know, carries all the stats, and she is having major technical difficulties. So we will try one more time.
I think the worst experience I've been having ever since I started this with you. This is the worst one.
It is. I had just said that we'll probably have to cut this evening short with all the technical difficulties
Well, I think
that we are having.
It's probably my system telling me I should be in the books and not here with you guys. But it's worth it. So
That yes, Admin Joy is cramming for her studies, and also, as always, we work 2 jobs, and we are constantly busy, y'all.
but
Constantly, constantly.
I
But on a
just
positive note, I now have AC as of yesterday. My air conditioning is fixed. Um, our website is back up and running, wexoradio.com. Um, everything is up and running there. I do have some updates to make. I will be linking Station Head because, as I was saying, we will start streaming Station Head 24 hours a day, starting at 12 a.m. Korean Standard Time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time,
are
my
we gonna
time.
are we gonna be doing just the one station? Or are we gonna be doing like mine? And I think we have one of our admins that has one as well. So are we
Yeah,
gonna
me.
be the few? Okay.
We're going to be doing radio. We're going to be doing the radios.
Okay.
So that's going to be linked onto our website as well, so that you can just click the website and click on to listen. If you have Apple Music or if you have Spotify premiums, they are both offering 3 months free. So sign up, and that is 3 months here in the US. If you are not in the US, I do believe it's still 30 days free. So hop on there, sign up, follow us on Station Head, Radio X Souls. It's not hard to find us. We are everywhere. I googled us yesterday, day before yesterday, just to see if we're still prominent in Google,
Yeah, we
and we
are.
are.
Oh
We are
yeah.
very prominent in Google. All the way back to day one, you can find articles and write ups about us from what was it? Korea Boo wrote about us day
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
and so did All K-pop write
Yeah.
about us on day one. We haven't heard a thing from them since, but day one they were all about us.
Well, we know why, but that's okay. But that's another another. When
So,
I had to do a research project, and it was actually a sales ad that I had to produce and create. And I showed the admins the full version last night, and then on my own personal page, I showed you guys my labor of love, and I appreciate everybody who participated in that poll. I won't know what that grade is, but I can guarantee you that the professor is probably never going to see something like that again. And that's when I was also googling the radio station. So it's we're out there. It's amazing when you put it all together, how much we've come. You know where we've come from for the past 2 years. It's just crazy.
yeah, if we had never gotten suspended on Twitter, we would have been verified by now.
Yeah.
We would have been verified. Oh, and congratulations to Jay from day 6. He is verified. He is now verified on Twitter. He was very excited and he put out a tweet. They also have new stuff coming out. 3 days. Oh my gosh, 3 days.
Was it 3 days?
It is in 3 days, 7-5. It's 3 days for us, 2 days for them.
Oh wow.
Their whole big, it's huge, guys. If you don't like day 6 and don't follow day 6, you're wrong. But you need to, because it's going to be amazing. And y'all know that, I've spoken to Jay a few times. Not so much about music as about gaming, because he likes to make fun of me because I know nothing about gaming.
Yep.
I know nothing. But I try to talk to, be like I know. And I immediately message my child and ask him what it means, because I don't know. And he's a gamer. Day 6 are rights. And girlfriend, you never called me on your break. You called me when I was at work, and you never called me on your break. Yes, King Sue. Yes, that is the way to say it. I can't wait either.
Oh my gosh, I've seen so many tweets from international celebrities begging to meet up with him, to collab
Oh,
with
they
him.
can't wait.
They cannot wait.
Everybody can't wait. This has been a long time coming. I mean, for us Aragons, we couldn't wait for Kai Solo.
Yeah.
But the whole world can't wait for Kesu Solo. And I'm included in that. But guys, I've got some secret information. I've got some secret information.
Are you gonna spill tonight?
I'm gonna spill a little bit.
Oh.
I'm gonna spill a little bit because there was so much hate because of the SM show.
Yeah.
And I don't know why everybody hates on my idol. I don't know why. Because you know what? He is not in control anymore. He's not. Does he has creative interest. He has creative control. That's where all these wonderful concepts come from. That is what Suman Lee has wanted to do since day one. That was his goal, was all these concepts, this wonderful music. That is what he has done for SM Entertainment, for NCT, for Super Junior, for EXO, for aespa, Red Velvet, SNSD. You name it, you go back, Shiny, concepts. That's what his always has been. The CEO is in charge of all this new stuff going on. Why did EXO only get a very small nod? Because that whole show was about the future. Okay, we don't have a future until 2025, guys.
Yeah.
We have solo stuff, we have projects, we have movies, we have variety shows, we have different things like that. We do not have projects coming up. We don't.
Now, they didn't mention Tiny either. I mean,
they did. Well,
not like that.
No, because the future of SM Entertainment, they didn't mention Super Junior either.
Yeah.
The future is this generation, okay? This generation of idols. That is the future of SM Entertainment. Does that mean that they don't give two groups about Super Junior, Shiny, and EXO? That does not mean that at all. It means the new future. If you even started watching that, the whole intro was EXO. The whole intro was EXO from 2012. Suman Lee absolutely is the world's biggest EXO.
He really is. I mean,
obviously he is an elf and he is a Shawal and everything else, but EXO is his baby.
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
EXO was his baby. EXO was the one that everybody told him was going to fail. That was going to be a flop, that he should not even do it. That's his baby. He believed in EXO. And he'll be the first one to tell you that EXO is the one that made him as rich as he is, and SM, the company it is. Mm-hmm. He'll be the first one to admit that. And I could pull up an article or an interview where he says it.
Yeah, and the joke was back when Growl was released that because of Growl, SM got their pretty building. So
that ain't even a joke. That's true.
Denver said this. They were on a variety talk show. It was Baekhyun and Sehun, and they made the comment, SM got the building because of EXO. So yeah, they're not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't deny it, no. But you guys have to realize that just like, I'm gonna put it a different way. I'll put it a different way. Yeah. Football players. They're a star in high school. They're a star in college. They go to the NFL. They're in the NFL for so many years, they retire. Just because in K-pop they don't retire, it doesn't mean that they don't have to, entertainment companies don't have to move on to the younger group. Okay? Just like we have proved SM's point over and over and over. Look at our streaming numbers for the last week. Just look at them.
Yeah.
We're gangbusters day 1, day 2, day 3. then we're done. So you guys can't. You're gonna blame it? Is that SM's fault that you're not streaming? It's not SM's fault you're not streaming.
No.
So all this hate, that was an amazing show.
I didn't get
It
to
was
watch
an amazing show.
I didn't watch
I didn't watch the whole thing. I did fast forward, obviously, because it was very long. It was 35 minutes. I don't have ever 35 minutes to spare just to watch one thing. And I did keep it playing. I fast forward in the beginning. We all know I'm not a huge Aspa fan. Their music is good. Their new song is amazing. Just not a fan. I'm not a fan. But
a fan of girl groups when you are an asshole, but you respect them and you like them. But when it comes to being an actual fan,
it's very hard.
it's very difficult.
It is very hard. But when I see all these tweets bashing SM stands, I am a proud SM stan. The radio station, I didn't name it SM Radio. You can't call me less of an X-hole because I'm an SM stan. You can't. I for years, for 2.5 years, I have had to come on and say and prove that I'm loyal to XO. You can come to my house and look at my album collection. Come look at my album collection. The only album I own in my house that's not XO or a member of XO is Follow by Monsta X. That is the only album I have. My iTunes is a different story because I have to own it for the radio.
Yep.
That's a different story. But I don't spend extra money. I don't spend money on other groups. Most of my albums are gifts from the admins, but I have purchased my own in the past before radio started. So, I don't spend money on other groups. I can tell you all right now, this week alone, radio bills were all due. It's first of the month. Radio bills were all due. The website was down because of the fact that I couldn't afford to pay the website bills. The domain name was up. You pay that by the year. The servicing fee, hosting fee for the website was up. I doled out this week alone $319 for radio.
Can I say, doing that ad presentation, guys, she and I sat down and tallied up what comes out of her pocket every single year just for this radio station. Would you like to know how much? You would be really surprised how much she and volunteers and the little donations that we are receiving help pay for this station. It is $20,000 a year to run Radio XOs.
Y'all have to remember, it costs X amount of dollars per month for the hosting fee from the radio station.
Yeah.
The radio itself from Live 365.
Yeah.
Airtime Pro for the private station. That's a monthly fee as well. There's monthly fees for both websites so that you can go to xonly247.com or wexoradio.com and link up and see and get, there's links to Apple Music. There's regular just videos that are all embedded. There's so much on the websites. And then you've got to figure domain names. I purchased those domains. Those domains belong to me. They're not free. You have to buy those every year. You have to renew them. Live 365, if y'all remember, that is licensed. I carry 5 licenses so that I can play worldwide. If I only wanted to play in the US, I only have to have 1.
Yeah.
But I carry 5.
And
those are expensive yearly.
Yeah, and isn't radio right now, don't we have like a 90% global coverage at this moment?
It is 92. Yep, 92% global coverage. Yeah. There's very few countries that can't listen to us.
Right.
If you want to listen to on an app, Radio FM app, that wasn't free either.
Yeah.
My Tuner, that's not free. You can go to your Roku TV, click on My Tuner, type in WEXO Radio, and you can listen from there. We are all over the place, and a lot of this stuff is not free. Trust and believe this is not a complaint. It's just to let you all know that you can't bash somebody for liking other music besides EXO, because what I spend a month to honor and to promote EXO, you don't come at me. That's what I'm going to say. Don't come at me. And it never stops. 2.5 years, my DMs, I still get them. I still get, how do I call myself an XO? Because my radio station plays other music. I send them the link to XOonly247.com and tell them to go there and listen to XO Only. But, you know, the radio staff is, you know, we try, we do our best. Do we have flub ups? Of course we do. We're humans.
Oh gosh, that's scary.
We're humans. And we are not 20-year-olds that have free time.
No.
We're not. We're not high school students who have weekends to do whatever we want to do. We are all newness. Okay. We are all older. We have families, we have jobs, we have a gazillion things we're doing.
Yeah.
Right now we have admins that are moving, that are trying to move, that are house hunting, that are going through a lot of things with children. You know, we have a lot going on in our personal lives. But we are here every day. Our DMs are open for y'all. You know, we don't take anything for granted.
Oh, when I was at Comic-Con Saturday, talk about not taking things for granted. There were 2 K-pop booths at Comic-Con this year. Unfortunately, we weren't. But as I was looking at the albums that had been bought within like 3 hours, I ran into a group of people who are also multis, and they happened to know about us. And it was, you know, I did not take that meeting for granted. That actually made my whole entire weekend, I gotta tell you. Because when I get to meet people who have the same passion as we do for K-pop, for EXO, for other groups, you know, especially where I live, it was just, like she said, I sure did not take it for granted. So if you guys are listening, I have to say it again, I loved meeting y'all. And maybe we'll meet some more of y'all at some point. So,
you know, something amazing about that, you know, those people were armies. They're multis, but they are predominantly army. And guess what? They follow and listen to radio. Does radio play their faves? Nope. Reason being, because I don't own their music and I don't want to deal with the toxic fans. But
toxic. Let me tell you, they were the sweetest group of people I have ever met since I started K-pop in 2017. But I can tell you, one of them and I kind of bonded because we both like the same person. We kind of stand the same person. So when she saw my phone, I think her jaw dropped just a little bit.
She's a bunny, said it, said. Still a bunny, said it, said.
Honey. Slightly.
So really, guys, all it's about is liking the music. You know, there is so many people out there that just love music. I had to reach out to a customer from the shop the other day because I was just curious. She bought 12 shirts, 12 different groups.
Wow.
Off the shop. All the same size. So I immediately assumed they were all for her. So I had to reach out. And she told me that she listens to every group.
Wow.
There's not a group that she doesn't listen to. because she just loves K-pop.
That's cool.
And that's the only reason I reached out. I have a couple small boutiques that order from me, but they usually order like two smalls, a large, different sizes. So I know it's for their boutique. But these were for her personal use. And she plans on ordering 12 a week until she has them all. And there are several groups that I do not have in the shop that she has requested me to do so that I can get them in the shop. So I started a list. And y'all, I consider myself a very large multi because I listen to, man, do I listen to everybody. But in the shop, I didn't realize how many groups I was missing until I made the list. It's going to be an all-day project whenever I get in all day.
Wow.
Whenever I get in all day. But this is a holiday weekend here in the United States. It's Independence Weekend.
Yep.
For the 4th of July. I am definitely taking full advantage of a 3-day weekend. Not as far as resting, because I just got my AC back yesterday. So our bedrooms can be back to our bedrooms, which we did that immediately. Like the dude hadn't even left yet, and we had started moving beds so that we could be back in our bedrooms. But obviously it's been a month, so things have to be rearranged, things have to be deep cleaned, and y'all just don't know me like that. I can't deal with unorganization. Everything has to be organized. One thing out of place that's unorganized, and I try to rearrange the whole universe has to be rearranged around my organization skills. It is considered almost like an OCD, according to my psychiatrist. It is a disorder. The rearranging is a disorder itself. So I got it. It's me. Pick me. Everybody laughs. Nobody knows. My mother's boyfriend gets so confused. They'll be gone 2 days and come back and everything's moved. And she just told me she's not even going to tell him anymore that I move stuff. She's going to let him be surprised when he walks in.
That's what you're going to be doing on the 4th, on Sunday?
Yep.
Well, I guess I'm here. I do know my whole entire family is going to be home this weekend, which is really unusual because they're all home at the same time. They're home on a holiday, and it's weird, but yeah. Hopefully, I'll get to see my dad this weekend at some point. We'll have to see. He got his air conditioning in his new house this week. So we just got 2 more steps and then move-in time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. When they came to give me my estimate yesterday morning, it was supposed to be scheduled for today to get mine fixed. The lady from the office called to schedule the time. And I said, ma'am, anytime that they can get here, I've been on without AC for a month. She goes, oh, no, they will be there today. An hour later, they were at my house fixing my AC. So let me tell you, when I got on Google reviews, they did get the best review I could possibly give. Few more things, and then my house is done. My house is fixed, and I'm excited for it. Excited. Although I'm killing myself working gazillion hours, but money don't grow on trees. Doesn't it? Doesn't. AC was a chunk of change, and I thought I had coverage, but I didn't. So
now, speaking of
I got a huge paycheck, and it was gone. I got $9 left.
Now,
I got $9.
Coverage. We need to be, if you have a faith, if you have a belief, we need to be thinking of Admin Trish in the next few days because she has Hurricane Elsa coming her way.
Yeah, I was telling about him when you were disconnected.
Oh.
That's why I'm kind of a little flighty. Yeah, the stores are already nuts. I ordered water. Y'all know I have a water machine because back in November when I started taking my health more seriously, I had to give up Diet Pepsi for water. I now get Diet Pepsi once a week. That is my treat to myself,
Ah,
and that was today. But Jordan now drinks a lot of water as well. We go through 5 gallons of water in 2 days.
yeah.
We go through a lot of water. And I have one of those, cool office water machines that you put it in, push the button, it's cold. I have one of those. I ordered water today and they are out. The store is already out of water. You would think we get hurricanes every year. It's Florida. We have a hurricane season. Like up north, they have winter. We have hurricane season.
Imagine.
But every year, same thing. First hurricane, everybody goes nuts. No toilet paper, no water, no canned goods in the stores at all. I have been preparing since June 1st, which is the start of hurricane season. Even though they were out of gallons of water, I do have backup in cases of bottled water. I have 5 40-pack cases. So I have enough water if anything happens. I do have big garbage buckets that I fill with water for, the toilets and stuff. I have a freezer that I fill with ice bottles. I live in Florida. I've lived in Florida for a while. We know how to prepare. It's just some people don't. Some people wait to the last minute. Oh my goodness, there's actually one coming. Let me run to the store and buy everything in sight. Jordan is learning how to be hurricane prepared. Unfortunately, she gets a little confused. If the power's out, she thinks she can use her data instead of Wi-Fi. But which is fine, except for your phone's going to die. And we don't have backup. So
that sounds like here when we get.
Lost you. You froze.
Yeah.
You're froze. There you go. You're almost back. Nope, you're froze. Don't go back and look at this live.
Okay, I'm back. Okay.
Okay, you're back.
Okay.
But hey, beautiful. As she walked up behind me, she forgets where my computer is now. That she can.
I'm making a point every myself on lives.
I didn't hear a word of that. I didn't hear you at all. You're not froze. It was all crackly. And now you're froze again. So y'all,
I didn't say the same thing.
You are froze. Now you're not.
Oh,
there you go.
I didn't.
All right. It's been 45 minutes. We're gonna put this technical issues out of its misery. And y'all know our DMs are open. Our DMs are always open if you have any questions, suggestions. Hopefully the magazine link will be fixed by tomorrow. Station head tomorrow starting at 12 a.m. Korean Standard Time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Radio X Souls, look us up, follow us. We will be posting about it. As usual, on the weekends, you will have Admin Joy and Admin Denise, and myself will be popping in and out. So I will be the one most likely running station ahead. So enjoy your holiday weekend if you are in the U.S. or if it is a holiday where you are. Enjoy, and we will see you all on the other side. Have a